Everybody. Oh, need to get the game audio fixed. One sec. It's the desktop audio. We want it to be this one. That's the one that we want so you guys could hear things. What is going on? Playing more StarRupture today. I'm going to actually be working on Jay and I's file because even though Jay's not here, I want to do a little bit of building to kind of get things back where it was. And so, 2 seconds. Get some chat set up here. Get my camera working a little bit better too. I was trying to launch some stuff with like TikTok and all that. It has been a super busy day today for myself personally. Hey, Master of Food. Am I ready yet? What, for the big hairy spider? You know, I launched Grounded 2 before I finally decided to open up StarRupture. Like, I actually had it ready to go. And then I decided against it just right at the end there. I don't know why. It's not as compelling of a game to me as the first one. This should not be called Ready or Not. Why are these called Ready or Not? I did not name these streams Ready or Not. Sorry, I'm going to have to like update some of this stuff. This should not be the title of this stream. Super weird. Ready or not, we are not. This was definitely not what I had it set up to be. StarRupture! Exclamation mark. Let's play more StarRupture. And since I'm live right now, I'm not going to waste time doing a big title or anything. Alright, I'm going to run downstairs and check in real fast. And all of that stuff. Just to say hi to my wife and all that fun stuff. Alright, cool. Hit the save there. Don't know why the title was all wonky here. It's on this one too. It says that I'm playing Ready or Not, and we are not. We are not. Oh, quite fooled you. Oh, did you see me log in on Discord, or are you talking about the title change? Super random. Yeah, Streamlabs has been like that lately, so it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to run downstairs, 2 seconds, refill my water. I will be right back. And then we will get it going. Right. Just going to be working on the base that Jay and I established in yesterday's stream. Okay. Ah, yes. Much needed. It is a hot one today. It's 93 degrees where I live. Like ridiculously hot. All right. 2 seconds. BRB. Gonna get some water. Be right back. All right. Everyday California life at 93? No. Typically we're in like the 80s. It's super nice out here, but the valley that we're in, it retains heat really weird. Delicious hydration. All right, let me set up TikTok and Twitch, and we're good to go. Not bad. Okay, so the goal right now is to reestablish our base. And one way that I'm going to do that right now is to put another airlock in our base right here. See if our vertical connector stayed. Yeah, it did not stay on the top one again. Huh. Every once in a while, I think every once in a while we'll get a message on Twitch, but it's literally every once in a while. So, okay. I wish there was a way that you could just move stuff. But either way, I'll tell Jay about this redesign. Nope, crap. Didn't mean to set that up. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, every once in a while we still get the occasional Twitch viewer. It's a platform that I've never really cared about getting set up properly, just because it's, I don't know. I don't really see a need to have all of the platforms running, you know? If we're having success on a couple of these, just have a success on a couple of them, you know? All right, so this is what I want to delete. So I want to delete that. We're going to put a vertical connector right here. Going up here, where we have all this wonderfulness. And this is going to be a total waste. But in effort, just need to do this. Yeah, look at that. And now we're outside. Don't know why the third floor one isn't working properly, but oh well. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it always has been. Really? Detected. I just got in the game. Finding a safe place. All right, let's get up. We might as well go to the observation deck that I just finished. Ugh, watch it from in here. You know, I still have like 2 minutes before it's gonna start. So, what am I rocking, LEM wise? Nothing for combat? Seriously?
I think I can use this.
Fine, well at least put that one in since I have it. Need to figure out some other stuff to use. Alright, so what do we need to be working on? We need to be doing ceramics, tubes, stabilizers, heat resistant shields, titanium housing. Man, a lot of this stuff is like, it's going to take us a couple levels to get to it. Tubes is probably the easiest ones that we can start doing. I mean, I think they're wearing face masks. One of the guys is at least wearing glasses. Should start any second. I mean, it's getting big. It is definitely getting very, very rupture-y. And actually from here, this is pretty dumb since it's going to start any second. But from outside, it looks gorgeous. Like, it looks super gorgeous when it's about ready to go. Like, I'm really happy with this new base location that we got going on here. Look how pretty it is. Like baklava. Oh, man. Alright, I should probably get inside. Okay, up to the observation deck. Look how pretty it is.
Raptura's core is unstable.
Like, look at
Head
that.
to safety immediately.
It's beautiful. Whoosh. Hey, Ronnie. Good to see you. How you feeling? You feeling any better? I think if I remember yesterday, it's hard for me to see the chat when I play co-op because Jay's the one that streams. And so I never actually see the Streamlabs chat. But if I remember correctly, you said you weren't feeling that well. So I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And I'm doing well. How about yourself? Hope you are doing well as well. Well as well. Yeah, I want to get some more windows on this thing just so we can check it out as we're moving along. That's good. I'm glad the cough has eased up a little bit, man. It's really good to hear. Seeing if there's anything here. I need to go get food pretty soon. Alright, well, we can start lowering our temps. Open up our door here. So there's no point to do this. We can cool things down ourselves, right? But we can't step outside until the actual planetary temperature goes down, right? But then we're stuck
Planetary
just on this one
within
platform
acceptable parameters.
until all of this cools down. So it is a little bit of a waste, but we'll at least be outside, right? This doesn't take long. This takes like maybe 20-30 seconds, if that. See, it's already almost down. You can kind of see it going down as soon as these turn blue. There it goes. The code you're making, you're gonna have to refresh me. My memory is not that strong right now. Because if that's something we talked about just the other day, I'll be honest with you, I have had a very, very long day, so I have to remember that. Okay, so is it Cody? I think that's a valid question. Oh, it fully crashed? No! Oh man, that's unfortunate. Damn, and the backup is gone. Oh, that makes me sad, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely not Cody anymore. Master of Food. That's really unfortunate, Ronnie. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Like, really super sorry to hear that. Okay, I'm trying to think about the best ways to get this thing started. I need to start with fabricators. There's a wall glitch. Again, my memory is very poor, and so it is 100% on me. I'm forgetting, but yeah. Either way, that is super unfortunate, man. 5 months of work down the drain. I mean, not down the drain. You still got a little bit of experience, I guess, is a way of looking at it. But still, that is super rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. The wall did not break the code. All right, hang on. Let's get some more resources here so we can build. Interesting. So did it just like overcompute or something like that, and it just created a never like? I'm very intrigued about this actually.
That's just what I need.
Like super intrigued. Nope, don't want my grenade out. That's the button I was looking for, Q. Alright, so there's one fabricator, then we're going to take another space. Nope, not a smelter. Fabricator. And take a little space. Then over. Then take a little space. Then over. And then this, we're going to have split the difference. Like that. And it almost seems silly to do this, but we're gonna do 3 more up ahead here. Whoa, big lag spike. That was a big old lag spike. I did not like that, Mr. Lag Spike. Yeah, okay, that does make sense. That's unfortunate. It definitely is unfortunate, but I've heard of similar things like that happening with games that we were working on back in the day. Because I don't know if I've told you this, Ronnie. I used to work at a game publisher doing like marketing and stuff. And so I definitely understand some of this when it comes to like game design and development. And I have seen formulas go awry. Man, that is unfortunate that your backup got destroyed though. That is rough. So I started today a bit late, which I think I could say pretty much every single stream that I've ever done. I started today late. Yeah, we know, Kevin. And so yeah, we'll be done at our normal time because I have responsibilities. But one of these days I'll actually start around 2 p.m. like normal, like I used to. Okay. All right, so we have 8 fabricators, which is fantastic. So these require mostly the bars, and then they require other items. And so we need to now loop stuff back into it, and Jay's gonna get so mad if I don't do this in a very clean way. And so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a mega loop, which may not make sense to you right now, but I'm gonna use this whole structure that he made and have the things loop around it. Mega loop. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, right into there. Nope, no, actually I messed it up. See, I messed it up. Can't put those on yet, because I'm gonna need to also put some other stuff here, which means that these have to actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to be very, very, very cautious about how we're doing this. I wish you could just replace these without replacing the lines, but like I get why you have to replace the lines. But that's ore. I don't want ore. I want the raw goods coming in. Okay. You know what? I understand the extensive backups. I respect it completely. Like, I get it. I get it entirely. You have my sympathies, man. Like that is rough, losing that much work. Oh, am I out of power? Is that what's going on? I think I'm out of power, and I need more power. This entire place is only operating on 1 wind turbine, and there's a lot going on already. So let's go ahead and see if we are already overloaded. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how big we've gotten this thing. Okay, so the wind turbines are 4x4. I want to keep this clean. Back here. Yeah, this will be our best bet for a new wind turbine. Okay, let's get some more. Grab 2,000 this time. Sure. At least 3 more turbines. I'm thinking that I'll probably need it as I'm going, but I also want to kind of build things a little bit piece by piece this time, so that way we don't have to restart our base. Like, it's definitely something that's been on my mind, that we've had to do so many refreshes with this. But yeah, never enough wind turbines in this game. Absolutely never enough. So I don't need these pieces, but I'm putting them in just so we can keep the symmetry going. And then, yeah, I want to have this thing mega loop and loop around this whole thing. So how many spaces is this? This is 3 and 3. Let's go 1, 2, 3 space right here. Then we'll do City Skylines. I love City Skylines. That is a super fun game, and I think it's an underrated city builder, because everybody is so obsessed with SimCity. And like, I love SimCity too. I'm literally playing SimCity with my wife. Is this a supported platform? Is that why I couldn't do it? But either way, I'm literally playing SimCity with my wife lately, because it's just such a fun game. Like at night and stuff after the kids go to sleep. And so we're having a blast with it. But yeah, love SimCity, love Skylines though. That's what we're talking about, City Skylines. And it is by far what I think SimCity wanted to be, but because it was an EA game that just ran into scope creep, like, unfortunately they tend to do. Why are we being difficult? Don't be difficult. Yeah, that's kind of that would make a lot of sense. I think that's my big problem with city builders, is I always just like go way too hard, way too fast. And so it makes things very tricky. Okay, and then this, man, it's like off by 1, and I almost, just to keep it straight off of the line, I need to do it like this. just to do it properly. Oops. Didn't mean for that to happen. There we go. Okay, and so where does this one come out? Did I do this one line? That one's lined up perfectly. I love when a plan comes together. That would make sense. That's the issue that I have in SimCity right now, is I started way too quickly. And so I did a metal building playthrough, and yeah, I could have done a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie. Could have definitely put some more work in.
Rupture status stable.
All
Arcadia
right.
status
I
stable.
love how you get survival experience just for living through Rupture events. The ghost of spiders. What from this? I'm hoping that I actually don't have to deal with any spiders today, and I can just focus 100% on rebuilding the base. So that when Jay logs in next, he's going to be like, what the hell? This is amazing. Because that's how it works. Ooh, look how pretty. I've never seen Ruptura come back in like that. That was actually super cool. I was definitely not expecting that. All right, let's keep connecting these rails. Okay, so now we have this nice little loop around to make sure we get our calcium in, and then we'll be able, I got one more entrance point here for the helium, but I think the helium needs to go through another process too. I mean, damn, dude, that's intense. I'm very sorry about that. All right, let's line this stuff up. So with how this needs to work, I need to get this about here, so that'll work. Yeah, and then each one of these can go into the middle. There we go. Okay, so if I did this properly, now to start it off, we need a double. But now we should be able to get it done right, while still also leaving a single entrance point on. Okay, and then we'll come back for the other. I would imagine so. I would imagine it's super annoying. Okay, so now we run it here. So now these two are connected, but we can't just straight up connect it. We have to put another single one in front of these two. You know, you're not the first person who has told me that, and I can't remember. I think I played it on my buddy's account one time, like a while ago. But it's definitely something that we've talked about on this channel because I'm familiar with it, and I recall playing it. I might be totally wrong about that, but I recall playing it. Wait, how am I getting the exports out of here? Didn't think about that. I think I'm still okay. I just need to kind of like slow this down. I figure it's like this, but without so much of the stress with the animals and stuff like that. If I go into it on the side like this, See, this is when the lines start getting super confusing. But I think I can still make this work. Because then I can have my exit right here. And my exit right here. Right? Like, I think I'm tracking it so far correctly. And this into here? No, because we already got it going here. That goes there. That goes in. All right, so now this can go in. And then one more. Okay. And so now we have these ones that we have to go out on. Not a problem. See, I told you we're slowly going to figure this out, like one way or another. It's just a matter of getting it set up properly. Okay, so we'll get these set up right on the edges here. And then with these, we want these right here as well. And I know this probably isn't the most practical piece to be using right now. Machinarium. I don't think I've ever heard of that one before. That's definitely a new one for me. Okay, so now we go here to here. Go here to here. This one is simple. It's just here to here. Here to here. Then last but not least, right here. So if I did this right, all of it should be interconnected. Which, wow, that took a lot. Machinarium. Okay. Said that completely wrong then. I'll have to check that one out. If it's anything like this, I'm definitely on board with it. Alright, so now it's a matter of getting all the storage set up for all of this stuff. Because it needs its own storage. Love that. And just one short. Okay. And then I'm trying to save this over here for furnace. Because I want to put 2 furnace in. Or excuse me, 4 furnace. And then there's more production stuff that we're going to need to put in eventually too. But all this back here is storage. And I'm debating on how I want to do the storage. The most confusing game ever. That's strong incentive in my opinion to play it. I'll be upfront with you. That sounds like my kind of game. Oh, it's not? Okay. Okay. I like games like that make those massive, crazy claims and stuff like that. Or YouTubers, I guess. I don't get it. Quite a fit for Kevin. I get confused all the time. So I mean, if we're talking confusing games, that is a good fit for me. That is for sure. All right, so everything is now more or less on a line. And we can make this work now. Just got to kind of loop it through. So that way, and the reason I like doing this is so that way things can kind of get back into their storage. Everything interconnects. You know, like, hopefully it brings down how many things get trapped. And then what we'll do is we'll take this, and this will be a return. So that way things can go back into the fabrication. And in fact, we'll put another one of these connectors here. So that way things can go back into, but colliding with something. Oh, it's on the opposite side. There we go. Well, there you go. There you go. Boom, look at that. Look at that. Wait, but that only takes me to these three. I don't want that. Do not want that. What I do want is this. Right there instead. Yeah. That makes more practical sense. So now, take that. That. Oh, nope, not that. That one. Well, damn. It's cutting it right to the wire. I think I've done one escape room like live with a bunch of friends and stuff like that for like my birthday, probably about 5-6 years ago now. And we won by about like, I think we got 15 minutes left on the clock. And so it wasn't that bad. It was a pretty fun experience. I enjoy escape rooms. I think that stuff's a blasty blast. I like this little layout that Jay created. I thought it was really cool. So I want to try to keep this aesthetic going. Boom, look at all that. Look how beautiful that is. Have no idea how we're gonna work with it, but I like this space. Okay, so now the return takes stuff back in line so that way I can go into any one of these fabricators again. But we need to start actually getting stuff fabricated, which means that we need to create storage. Storage comes in either 2s or 3s. You almost need to loop it around twice. Yeah, you do. Alright, we're not done yet. Loop. It's every 2. Yep. It's a busy production line. I like it so far. It's a busy production line, and like we haven't even really gotten started with anything. Alright, we can still pull it around here so that way that last line doesn't get too botched up. Okay. So now we want this to loop. So that means that this one goes back here. And these are basically reversed of the other one. Okay, make sure that doesn't get mixed up here. Not bad. So now we can start layering out the storage. Which I want to give myself extra space for. There it is. And that's the main storage hub, at least until we get new storage in. Sounds good, Ronnie. You have a great rest of your day. Always a pleasure having you here. So this is pretty easy to get kind of mixed up. I want to try to do this as clean as possible. But this shouldn't be too tricky. Basically, you have to just take one of these, run it here, and then we're going to use all 3 of these to make it work. so that way we can just kind of keep it clean. Pretty sure I'm about ready to run out of these supplies too. The building materials. Yeah, I only got 18 left. Let's go ahead and go grab some more so we can do some flooring over here. Yeah, Jay did not want it to be all compact, but you almost have to make really compact bases in this.
Dehydrated.
Oh. I should probably work with that. Whoops. I should probably get this guy some food. So our calcium mine is right on top of a water source. And so that's where we've been getting our water for now. And then our food is kind of all around. We just have to kind of look for the per plants. Yeah, I should be able to get some water at this point. Maybe. Wow. None of these hydro bulbs are good yet? Rough. Yeah, ultra rough. Okay, I thought I saw some butterflies. That's how you can find like corpses and stuff like that. Okay, well if we need to go find water, then I need to start venturing back over to the right here. Because that's where our other source of water is. But food, we should be finding food kind of all over the ground. It's a little... Okay, so there's actually... Are those grubblers on there? Yeah, so we can actually pick up these. These aren't going to feed us, but it at least shows that food is growing on the planet. Oh, is that the battle music? Yep, they're there. Okay. Well, the music changed, so I think that was all of them. Let's go keep finding some food.
Come here.
One thing that we really need to unlock is the
I need to survive.
oh, what's it called? Blanking on it completely. The food maker, the thing that you can actually make food with. We definitely don't have enough of that. That's one thing that, like, for a survival game, it's actually really difficult to find and eat in this game. There's a bunch of like really low calorie stuff around that you can just pick up, but to actually have a good meal takes a lot of work and a lot of time. All right, here's our other source of water. See if we can find something worthwhile here. There's food. There's the per plant, or the pala fruit rather. Doesn't really help us with our hydration though. And these star tiers I'm picking up, those just heal you. And so what we're looking for is there's these like ox bulbs, but I got here too late, I think, to harvest these tiny little like water bulbs, because this needs to be all dried out for me to be able to get them. And so yeah, I think I'm between kind of a rock and a hard place right now. I need to find water, but in order to find water I might have to go all the way back to that calcium deposit. Yeah, it looks like all of this is just barren right now. Gonna go check out this area up here. See if I can find some like bodies or something like that. Yeah, there's stuff up here that I haven't gotten to yet. Look at them all over there. And a Goliath to boot. Fantastic.
Watch out.
Let's go, guys. That's just like the small swarm dudes. So this won't be that bad. That Goliath back there is troubling.
Dehydrated.
Yeah, I know, bud. That's why we're out here. Trying to get you water. Alright, now we can play ball with this guy. I took one of them down without Jay just yesterday. Yeah, I think that just took a shielded blast. Let's go, dude. Come on. This is like the ideal place I want to be fighting them in. Come on now. Damn, didn't get a shot off. Come on now, dude. Give it a minute for our shields to get back up. Yeah, there we go. That's all it took, was just 15 shots to the back. Ridiculous. Alright, make sure we get the biofac real fast. That alone just makes it worth it, just to get all the points for it. But there we go. Alright, I see Hydra Bulb, but I also see a lot of dudes. Alright, need to save some ammo. Okay, I was gonna save ammo, but I'm apparently in a terrible shot with that. Apparently I'm better at just hip firing shotguns at these dudes.
Reloading.
Okay.
Changing mags. Come here.
Just want the Hydra Bulbs. I just want the Hydra Bulbs. See, even when I aim down the sights of a shotgun, I miss. Terrible. I'm just here for the Hydra Bulbs and raiding this facility. Let's go. What do you got in here? What is so important that the largest horde I've ever taken out is just here? What is happening here? Got another grenade for you guys. Go. Go get it. That one did a good amount of them too. What's crazy to me is the amount of them that I'm taking out is giving me grenades so frequently. Because in this game, I don't know, you get grenades for doing more damage, like for basically killing more. And so with the amount of them that I'm taking out in just this area, I already have a new grenade ready to go, which is insane. Like, this is a large amount of them. I am very much running out of ammo very quickly, though. All right.
Tasty.
Is that seriously? No. Okay, that's the hydration. I thought that was a rupture event. I was going to be a little upset about that if I had to deal with a rupture event. And I have no idea what prism herbs are. But we'll take some.
Gotcha.
Take that too. Come on, dudes. Let's just go. There's just so many of them over here and so much hydrobulb that, like, I don't want to leave this area because I need all the food and drink right now. But, like, I do not want to deal with them, so we're going to do this a different way. Now that the big guy's gone, we can. There you go. Look at them all. So even if we don't kill them, just alerting them and lining them up and getting them coming at me makes it so much better. Yeah, this is relentless. Dealt with some hordes before, but this is a horde like I've never seen in this game.
That was some good training.
I mean, to be frank, it's not hard. Like, I mean, it's a pretty easy horde to deal with. They're all one-hit kills. But this is definitely, it's like the flood in Halo. Like, just the tiny little weak enemies causing so much issue. Okay. Looks like we got a good amount of them now. No, we just triggered something else. I want to stand my ground at this point. Like, I don't want to back down. Oh, autosave. Looks like it's just stragglers at this point. Pocket rupture shooter. That'd be cool. There should be more pocket shooter games. I definitely agree with that. Alright, well, let's see what was so important here.
Nice.
What is happening? Seriously?
No more vermin.
Okay, well, he's saying no more vermin. So, alright, let's see how accurate that was. I hear the music. I hear that there's more vermin music. So, so what are you talking about? Found the vermin. Kind of landed right on top of them. Oh, man, okay. Nothing really worthwhile. Dude, that would be fun. That would be so much fun. I would appreciate that. I would have a blast with that one. There's some stuff we can use. Can't just go out this door. Lame. Alright, well, I think I got everything at this spot. That was not what I expected it to be. I kind of expected this area to be full of stuff. But, yeah. Oh, well. Alright, onward. Let's get back to my base, because now we have a little bit of food. Got a little bit of water. We can at least survive another day. Yeah, calorie bar and an aqua bar. Wish I had some more hydrobulb, but beggars can't be choosers. Really just need to get up to the food production level. That's really what it's going to come down to, is just getting up to food production. I wish that we could just drink the water and deal with the consequences of it. Hey, it looks like there's more hydrobulb growing right over here. I
Quiet.
don't know why I've never noticed this before. Well, I mean, that's simple. We just gotta figure out hydrogen fusion. So, like, super simple to do, right? You can do that. You do that with your eyes closed, right, Master of Food? They don't just call you Master of Food, they also call you Master of Fusion, from what I've heard. Could you imagine how much money you would make if you had the secrets of fusion energy unlocked? Like, oh my god, that would be insane. Billions, trillions upon trillions of dollars to create infinite energy like that. Oh my gosh. Insane. Alright. Base, sweet base. That's my nickname. I'm kidding. Kidding. Nobody should call me that. Okay. Just to connect some of these dots up a little bit. And then yeah, we're slowly, I needed water. That's what it was. That's why this is half complete. Because I needed water. Okay, so those 3 storages were locked in. Okay, this one we can do with a twofer. So we'll go like this. Then like this to like this. Then like this to like this. And then this to right. Why not? Right there. Okay. I feel like we just got to do the same thing here too. And then just kind of keep going again and again and again until we get them all locked in. Okay, there we go. And then this one over here. Okay. Right here. Trying to keep it as clean as possible, otherwise Jay's going to be a little upset when he gets in and sees it. Which I get. I'm not trying to say that he's in the wrong or anything like that. Like, I totally get. I want my bases to be aesthetically pleasing too. Sometimes your production doesn't allow for that though. And so I'm trying to keep this all organized, but wow, that's a lot. Whew, is this the return? That's the return. So I don't want to clog that one up. Okay, so what that means that with this one, this is a little annoying, but we almost... Yeah. This is kind of an annoying one, but this is how we have to make it work. So in like this, then around the bend like this. I mean, so you're saying that we'd have to destroy the world to find limitless power? You know, I don't believe that that's far off from like reality and where people actually are. They're just like, yeah, burn it all. Don't burn it all. I live here. Okay, so now we need all the exits, which is the other part of this that is not that fun, but we will make it work. Ah, potential weaponry. Well, that changes everything? Nothing? All of the stuff? Things? Every of the things? I don't know. I don't know if it changes anything or everything. Probably everything. Probably changes everything while changing nothing at all. Rupture launcher, copyright TM. Love it. Love it. Trademark that. Trademark your plans. Keep everyone guessing. trying to think if there's like a better, easier way to do this. And there kind of is, but I don't like it. It's basically every single one of these gets its own. Okay. Phew. So many different connectors here. Okay, so let's get rid of this one now. And this one we don't have to make so curved. Like almost too many connection points, but it will work. Just gotta trust the process that we just came up with. Okay, I'm one short. Oh man, that's an insane amount. Like that is a crazy amount right there. But you know what? It's all connected, and I think that's what matters, right? Because now I can do this. And go back from storage back in line. So that way we can send it back to the fabrication. And that's the main goal of all of this, was just to set it up so that way we could do that. Anyway, you out of here again, Master Food? No worries, man. Always a pleasure having you stop by. I feel like I need to start producing something just to make sure that the lines are working properly. And so we need titanium sheets and rods. So we'll go sheets here. And we'll go titanium. Wait, did I say sheets or rods on that one? I said sheets, right? No, I said rods, okay. And on this one, we'll go sheets. So that should have released titanium into the line. Yep, there it goes. Okay. And then this one will go sheets. Why are you saying that rods aren't available? What's going on with the rods? So those are the rods. Ah, because we just have it going in. We don't have it going out anywhere. Okay, no worries. It's going to get a little crowded here. Oh, this stupid thing. Alright, no worries. Gonna have to get rid of this line, which is fine. Okay, so one there. And then instead of putting it all the way there, Nah, it needs to go right here. Okay. See, this is why we're testing, just to make sure that everything works. Because getting into full-scale production and figuring out that you have like a massive break in your chain, not fun. Okay, so now this one, we're just gonna hop a ride on this. Hop a ride here. And here. Okay, so now we should be able to tell one of these to do rods. There go the rods. So it might have a little bit of a traffic jam right there, but not bad. Wish I was able to grab some of that hydro bulb. What effect do you get? Huh. Don't know. Alright, well, so that's moving around. That's nice. So now, if all things go properly, we should be able to tell this fabricator that it can do tubes. And so what we should be seeing is now the rods and plates dropping out of storage. There's rods, plates, yeah, sheets, there they go. And these guys should loop all the way back around to the return, which means that they got to kind of get into this right here, the storage line. There they go. So again, it's going to get a little overlapping. I almost feel like I need to take the return back here so we don't need to waste time. Okay, we'll fix that after the rupture. Let's get inside real fast. Go watch this thing. Ooh, autosave. Beautiful. So there you go. Our factory's slowly coming together. And I like how it's at the foot of a destroyed factory. That's pretty nice.
Rupture's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
I've never actually watched my base during this event, but obviously, like, nothing really happens. Just a big old loading screen. I like it. Alright, so yeah, I think just to prevent things from getting really annoying, I need to have another return set up so this can be a little easier. Okay. I know how to fix this. Let me just get down there and get that done. I really need to also start making some shotgun ammo and other ammo too. I'm very impatient. I don't want to wait for any of this. You can even step outside. Like, you'll die quickly, but whatever. Let's go, let's go, let's go! I want to get at least one orbital launcher going.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
Again, don't want to wait. Even though this takes maybe like 30 seconds. Could just do this. Yeah. There you go. So now it should be working, right? Ah, couldn't get the double jump right. Try placing a ladder off the platform into a ladder. Huh, I want to check that glitch out before I do something like that. Just because. All right, hang on. Where are we getting glitched or messed up here? We shouldn't be getting messed up. Not glitched, but stuck. We should be all right. All right, let's go ahead and return some of this stuff to storage. That we had to just pull off the line here. I'm actually super curious about that, Alan. You have to slide into the ladder. Try placing a ladder off the platform and then slide into the ladder. All right, I'm gonna give it a go. I'll give it a go. Why not? All right, so ladder. And you say just slide into it? Oh, hang on. I need to sprint at it. Oh. Nope, let's try to sprint. Back it up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing. You talking about going up a ladder with it? I'm confused. From the platform. Okay, hang on. So like from here? I must be doing something wrong. I'm gonna have to see the video you're talking about. Alright, what is stuck? Hang on, I gotta figure out something on this line that's stuck. Yeah, please do. I'm curious. You've definitely struck in my curiosity, sir. Alright, what is stuck? I don't see any flashing lights. My guess is it's right here. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this isn't going to work. I need to actually fix this even further. Nope, I had it right the other way. Do this an easier way so I don't have to think. Okay, so now we want to get rid of this one, and we want to take this one to here, and then to here, and then take this one. Nope, crap, messed that up. That one to here.
Dehydrated.
I'll get to you in a minute. Okay, they're slowly starting to balance out a little bit. I think the issue is that I have so many materials just kind of coming back. Everything should be balancing out now, though. Okay, let's take this aqua bar and calorie bar.
Not bad.
I'll have to go get some more food in just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out, Alan. Appreciate the tip, though. Okay, so now this should be producing tubes. There they are. Look at those tubes. That's nifty. Got all this raw ore. See if we can dump some of it. Man, we do. If there's one thing we do not need right now, it is ore. All right, so we're good to go there. Let that keep going. So now. There's two ways to do this. I need to still put, not fabricators, but the furnaces in. But I also want to be able to take stuff off of the storage here and get it over to these orbital launchers. I guess the best way to do that is to bring it up to this level. Oh, did not mean to do that. Okay, so right here. Followed by right here. There we go. Okay, so now we have that going. And we can tell this thing to start doing the tubes. Unavailable items. What? They should be available soon. Oh, wait, hang on. I know why they're unavailable. Because we have not assigned this storage to be tubes. So now the tubes just got released into the system. Man, I almost feel like this return is so unnecessary to slow things down. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. And then we'll take out this blocked one. And we'll just have to stand here for just like a minute or two just to clear out the ones that were scheduled to go over there. Because I'm not going to be able to fix them. And for some reason it won't let me take all the blocked. But there it goes. Now it should... Nope, heard another. Yeah, this way they have to go through storage to get into the return production. Otherwise it's just going to be a pain. There's the tubes coming out. Man, it's still trying to send the occasional one that way. Looks like it's just the same product each time though, so I'm hoping it stops fairly soon. I also feel like it should be done at this point. So, hang on, we'll see. Okay. Looks like we got it, and it looks like the orbital's finally taking off. So there we go. We got tubes going. Well, that was the main goal for today's stream, was just getting that set up.
The Raptura is in its stable stage.
So that way we could just kind of...
is returning to normal.
Yeah. Get it done here. So next up we got furnaces. And the furnaces are going to go here. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to lay them out. Because we got another production thing coming in eventually. Which, we can head over here. Can we see when it comes in? It's going to take forever, hang on. So the next one that we have to get to is the Mega Press, which is level 8. So we're a ways away. Like, we're only on level 5 with Selenian. But this is the one that we just started doing tubes for. And so we'll get there sooner rather than later. But we'll add some Mega Presses in when it's appropriate. Right now we just need to get our furnaces moving.